This is a quick little tutorial to show how I'm modeling hair. I have to draw this hair strand, which is part of a larger piece, which is going to look like this when I'm through with it. But I didn't know how to model the hair, so I wanted it to be look like scales that were lifting off. And so what I settled on as the technique was to use the lasso tool and the masking. So if I lasso like this and then I invert the mask and I have the move tool selected, I can raise and then invert the mask. I'm option click drag to the right, and then I just push it up a little bit to give it that scaled effect, and it really seems to work. So, and the thing that works so well about it is that the brush is really only affecting the top, and so it fades out very gradually as it goes down, and it seems like it's convincing, you know. And you can't, nobody's going to have the time to go through and paint all these scales on all these individual hair skin cells, keratin cells. So that's it. And I did it a different way first, and so now I'm kind of going back through and making these other ones look a little bit better. So that is the deal, and I'll show you, do a couple more of these, and I'll show you the invert the mask, lift it off, I'm option click dragging to the right, and then I just drag straight up, and it gives it that overlapped look a little bit. So then what I would do is I would come down here, and if you do a cavity mask, you can get the masking to go into those edges a little bit, and then you can either make it lighter or darker, and I'm going to hide it. I'm not really sure which is going to work better, so I'll do color fill. Maybe not 100%, but and I'm now going to blur the mask. So I like the way that looks. So that's just the mask. So let's do that. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm going to invert the mask, I'm going to hide the mask, and I'm going to fill it with something that's fairly dark and achromatic. Let's try that. Yeah, that looks good. It needs to be a little lighter, doesn't it? I'm going to grow the mask a little bit. Let's see here, where's masking? Grow mask. And this is all has a lower subdivision level, so if I wanted to speed up and how fast the mask works, I could go down to a lower subdivision and do it down here, right? And sometimes you get kind of interesting effects if you, and so I'm not going to actually do any of, I'm going to undo all this that I'm doing right now, but I'm just playing around so I can get it captured in the demo, because I don't think you want to sit here and watch me do this whole thing. So let's see here. Just to get some of that kind of fibrous nature to the keratinocytes. And again, there's a mask active, right? So the mask is there. So once we get this in there, we can go back and invert it and fill it again. So now it's covering up the lighter parts. I'm going to hide it again. And this time I'm going to come back and switch to it really black and come through and paint some of this stuff in. And this looks a little bit much at this level. When you zoom out to here, it might start to look pretty cool, you know? Anyhow, I don't know how useful this is, but I want that to pink up a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what I want. I want it to be orange. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what it needs. So it's got a kind of a reddish tinge to it. So that's the deal. So that's it. And then, yeah, that's the deal. All right.